There is a boundary where science stops. I don't mean a boundary of technology or a boundary of funding. I mean a boundary of reality. We have equations that describe the motion of atoms. We have equations that describe the orbits of galaxies. But when we try to describe the center of a black hole, the singularity, our equations don't just fail, they blow up. They give us answers like infinity and not a number. It is a place where space and time, the very stage on which our lives are played, cease to exist. Today, we are going to walk up to that edge. We are going to look at the black wall. And to understand it, we have to realize that what we think of as the universe might just be a mask we are wearing. Let's perform a thought experiment. You jump into a stellar mass black hole. Pop culture tells you about spaghettification. It sounds almost funny, like a cartoon character stretching out. Biologically, it is a horror story. Gravity gets stronger the closer you get. If you fall feet first, your feet are closer to the singularity than your head. At 3,000 kilometers out, you feel a gentle tug. At 300 kilometers, the tug becomes a rack. Your spine pops. Your connective tissues begin to groan. It's not just stretching, it's compression. As you fall towards the center, all paths converge. Your shoulders are crushed inward at the same time your spine is ripped downward. You are being squeezed into a toothpaste tube. Then, the blood stops. Your heart can't pump against the G-force gradient. Your veins burst. Then, the molecules fail. The tidal forces overcome the electromagnetic bonds holding your cells together. You snap. You are not a person anymore. You are a stream of atoms, a line of subatomic code streaming into the dark. And then, you hit the wall. What is the singularity? We picture a tiny, dense dot. But that's a geometric simplification. Nobel Prize winner Kip Thorne gave us a better analogy. He compared space-time to a piece of wet wood. Think of the wood fibers as space. Think of the water trapped between the fibers as time. In our universe, space and time are bound together. Wet wood. You can't have one without the other. The singularity is the fire. As you approach it, the curvature of space becomes so extreme that it squeezes the time out of space. Time evaporates. What does that mean? It means future and past stop being directions you can move in. Space becomes dry. Dry space is brittle. It shatters. It becomes quantum foam. The smooth geometry of Einstein breaks down into a chaotic, bubbling froth of probabilities. Geometry itself fluctuates. Up becomes down. Left becomes yesterday. It is the ash of reality. In string theory, there is an idea that this breakdown is hidden from us by a fuzzball or a firewall, a black wall. Information cannot be destroyed. So when you fall in, your data, the information that makes you, you, might be smeared across this 2D surface. You become a hologram, a sticker on the event horizon. This is the boundary of the knowable. And this brings us to the most disturbing philosophical realization of all. Why does physics break at the singularity? Why is there a white hole in Escher's print that the artist couldn't fill? The cosmologist Edward Harrison wrote a book called Masks of the Universe. He proposed that we never actually see the universe. Capital U. The universe is the cloud of unknowing. It is infinite, chaotic, and uncontainable. What we see, what we study, are universes, small u. Models, masks. The medievals saw a mask of angels. Newton saw a mask of gears. Einstein saw a mask of rubber sheets. Each mask works for a while. It explains the things we can see. But every mask has eye holes. Every mask has a limit. The singularity, the dark flow, the little red dots. These are the places where the mask doesn't fit anymore. The skin of reality is bulging underneath. The crisis in cosmology isn't a failure. It's the mask slipping. We are looking at the seams. Douglas Hofstadter calls it a strange loop. The observer is part of the system they are observing. We are hydrogen atoms that evolved for 13.8 billion years until we started wondering where hydrogen atoms came from. We can never fully step outside the box to measure it, because we are the box. The black wall isn't just in the black hole, it's in our minds. It is the limit of what a monkey brain, evolved for the African savanna, can comprehend about the infinite. But we keep looking. We keep building bigger telescopes. We keep refining the mask. Because even if we never see the true face of the universe, the mask is beautiful enough.